Here are 5 things I learned throughout my entire school career. This includes elementary school, middle school, and high school. This is the summer of 2024. I am a 2024 graduate, so I'm about to be heading off to college. Number one, nobody cares about you. That's right. This is something I taught myself when I was like in elementary school or middle school, somewhere around there. No one gives a flying fuck about you at all. Everyone is only thinking about themselves, and people are not trying to stick around and hear your story. As a wise man once said, crazy until you make it, and now you're a genius, okay? Or crazy until you're successful, and now you're a genius. Nobody gives a flying fuck about what you do or what you have or what you're about to do, okay? So head on, do your purpose. Always embarrass yourself, always go out there, always put yourself out there. If you're fat as hell and you're trying to work out, just go to the gym. No one's really looking at you. People may make fun of you and act like they do, but they really don't care. They just want to make you feel sad. It doesn't matter. Their opinions don't matter. Stop caring about what they think. It just does not fucking matter. Stick your head into the grind and keep on grinding. And you're going to be the one that's successful while they're still complaining about other people. Don't let your karma get cycled into theirs. Don't let none of that do not let none of their bullshit enter into your life. Do not let them penetrate it. Don't let them do anything to you. Okay? You have the power to succeed and they know it. You know, imagine being skinny as hell, walking into the gym. You feel scared as hell. You're using the smallest weight. Who gives a fuck? Keep lifting, bro. Keep on grinding because you're the one who's changing and they're the ones who aren't. So don't be afraid that you are at a much lower position than everybody else because at the end of the day, nobody truly cares and they just want you to feel sorry. Okay? Don't let people feel sorry, okay? I mean, don't let people make you feel sorry for yourself. Don't feel sorry. It's sad that it happened, but it's now your fault to get up. Number two, pursue your purpose and get on your purpose immediately. Like, I mean, now. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. If you're 12 years old and you're watching this, bro, get on your purpose. Luckily, I'm one of those kids who got on my purpose pretty early. Growing up, I remember I was always the type of person that truly always just wanted to be the best in everything I did, no matter how much work it took, researching about everything. That is just the type of person I am. I always love to be the best. I always strived for my purpose. Again, if I had the money, which is going to be in probably the next tip, if I had the money, things would have started much, much earlier. But because I didn't have the money and my parents weren't willing to buy the equipment I needed, I couldn't start early enough. But that is fine because now I'm here. And another thing is that when I say pursue your purpose in media, it's not just money and equipment that you need for your YouTube channel or whatever. I'm also talking about maybe it's basketball. Maybe you don't even know your purpose. At the end of the day, just get out there. Start pushing towards something immediately. Start pushing. Try things in life, okay? Jordan Peterson once said, if you try something, you did not waste time. You now know that you weren't meant to do that, or you maybe might like it. You never wasted time. That time was not wasted. It's there. That skill is there, and it branched off into other skills. That's how things work. Okay? So pursue something immediately. Never stop pursuing your purpose. Okay? Or just something that you really need. That is the true thing that will make you successful. Just keep on developing new skills every single day. Art, music, rapping, anything. It doesn't matter. Just keep on pushing. It will only help you. It will literally only help you. Architect, college, anything. Just learn about anything. Sales, as long as it's not in the realm of pseudoscience, because then the knowledge is false. At that point, you wasted your time because the information you now know is false. But even then, you didn't even waste your time because now that you know the information is false, you're able to understand and discern between false and actual real knowledge. Okay? So that's another thing. Number three, get a job. Okay, well, this doesn't apply to the 12-year-olds. Well, for the 12-year-olds, replace this with start a YouTube channel. Start one. Start, doesn't even matter. Start a YouTube channel. It is a S tier source of income. If you can get a successful YouTube channel before the age of 18, you might not even have to go to college. A lot of people are forced to go to college, and many people don't want to go. Many people want to find and don't think that YouTube is an easy source of outcome. It's income. It's not. It's not an easy source of income. YouTube is a very difficult thing. Not too difficult, but it's a very, very profitable and worth it thing in the end. Okay? Grow your YouTube channel. Start one. Start a YouTube channel. Post creative things. Things that you just always loved to do as a child. Just post it. Now, if you're of age, get a job. The reason why I say get a job is because you're going to need tons of equipment for this YouTube channel to be successful. Or you just need this job to make money. You never know the circumstances. And you just need this money to save so that when the time comes to spend this money, you can finally spend it on the things you actually need. Getting a job is very important. I got my first job 11th grade summer, heading into 12th grade, and it was McDonald's. This is how I got my entire setup. Okay, this is how I got the whole thing, and honestly, it was just well needed. Without that job, I would not have gotten this set up. I wouldn't have got anything. I probably would have just got my laptop from my graduation money, and that would have not been too well. And I'm just glad that I got the job so that I could get the things I needed. Number four, you are still human. No matter how much you grow up, you are still going to be human. You're still gonna you're gonna feel the same as you've always felt. It's like what Alan Watts said. You start off as a kid, you're so excited about everything. You're in kindergarten, and then they're gonna tell you, hey, you're about to go to middle school. Then you get excited. You realize middle school it was pretty cool. Then you go to high school and realize high school wasn't all that. And then now they're exciting you up, and you gotta go to college where dreams happen and you get your dream job and everything goes right. You get a job, things don't go as dreamed because you realize that the major you probably first picked was extremely difficult. So you just get a pretty good job and everything goes semi okay or whatever. And then you realize, I felt the same as I've always felt about life. Just, you realize that we are all just human. Every last one of us in here are just a bunch of human beings. Your parents still think about the time when they were kids. They still think about that. They just still think about, damn, when I was 15, I didn't get that girl that I liked. I really liked her. So that is a very important. This is probably one of the most important tips in the video. I think it's probably just the most important one. Is straight up, you're human, man, and that isn't gonna change. When you reach 18, you're probably gonna think, man, when I'm 18, bro, I'm gonna have this. I'm having my car. Yeah, you gonna have those things, but bro, you're still gonna feel internally just that same feeling, cause you're human. I think back to this I think of this every day. Like, yo, like adults regret having their kids sometimes. That's because they're human. Literally, they literally regret having their kids sometimes. They're like, damn, bro, I shouldn't have had sex that day. Damn it. Like, bro, some of them really think like that, bro. So, bro, just understand what you're getting yourself into. Understand that don't get into a relationship early. All like relationships, all that stuff. Now, that's gonna be another video. Okay, relationships, they're like, don't begin into them early. A lot of the times, man, the girl didn't even see you that way. She's just trying to have fun and just relax. And you're over here trying to wife her up, and you're like fucking 16, 17, 18, even 20. Shit. Even that's too young, bro. And vice versa. The man is trying to wife you up, and the woman is trying to wife them up, And the man is like, bro, I'm just trying to chill. So understand that relationships at an early age, 9 times out of 10, they don't always end right. Okay, it's just as sad as it goes. Some people get into them for about 6 years. Some people get into them for about 8 years. Ever since they were like 11, 12, dirty stuff. Ugh. And they'll reach like 19 and realize, man, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And things start going downhill. So, bro, make sure you don't put all of your heart and spirit into this relationship. That's going to be a whole different video. So, that's going to be a whole different video. And last but not least, number 5, you don't need friends. Okay? You don't need this large entourage to be lit, to be successful. You don't need it. Look at Mr. Beast. Look at Mr. Beast right now. What's happening to him? His friends. His friends are messing him up. That's it. Like sometimes a lot of people around you just mess you up. Now, I'm not saying friends are messed up. Again, you can still have friends and still be very, very successful. But that honestly rarely happens. A lot of people are just in things for themselves. And we just have to accept that. Like, and this is coming from someone who always loved to have a good time. And this is probably going to be the longest tip because I have a lot of story times coming about how I got expelled, all of that stuff. It all was a result of thinking that I had friends. This happened billions and billions and billions of times. You also don't need to talk to many people either. You don't. You don't need to talk to many people. You don't need all of that shit. You only need that one close friend, and even then, that one close friend could just fuck everything up. So always have discernment. It's okay to move. It's okay to just move alone. This last school year, this last school year was the most alone I ever was in my life. I literally barely had Instagram. I barely talked to people. I went into school, I walked out, and I just kept on thinking about YouTube the whole time. I didn't get my PC till way later in the school year. By then, I couldn't complete the goal of, you know, becoming rich before college, so I don't have to go. That didn't work out. So you don't need friends to be success. Now, friends can help you friends can help you end up becoming successful if there is a friend that truly is willing to help each other. That is when you can become successful. But friends, from a big standpoint, they're not trying to help you, they're only trying to help themselves. It goes back to that first point of nobody really cares. It's the same thing. They're not trying to help you, bro. They're only trying to help me. They're just associates. How often do y'all talk about actually making real money? How often do y'all talk about mental health? How often do y'all talk about porn? How often do y'all talk about the game? When does he hit you up? How often do they talk about smoking? How often do they talk about going to parties? How often do they talk about drinking? Consider all these factors. Do they steal from you? Do they advise you? Do they argue? Do they tell you you're always wrong? Do they just always make it seem like you're perfect? These are signs that they are not friends. Period. I have many more videos coming out about these topics, but just stay tuned, subscribe, and like, and that is it for this video. I love y'all. These are just 5 things I learned after school, and that's it.